Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Barry Borthistle's new training series. Barry is the co-founder and presidential director of Trivita. So I would say he knows what he's talking about and has a lot of insight about building a business that he can share with you. So I'll let you take it away, Barry.
Thank you, Christy. A series we just finished 2 weeks ago, Living the Dream. We had great participation. I know we'll have in this one too. So we are calling really the new reinvented Trivita. We're calling it the next generation business opportunity. And on the slide, you can see that one of our goals and one of our belief systems is creating a community around the mission is the best way to further a cause. Now, what's a cause? Well, the dictionary, when it defines it as a noun, says this. It's a person or thing that gives to an action, a phenomena or condition. Or it's a movement or a deep commitment that brings about change. Well, that is certainly what the wellness business is about, and that certainly is what Trivita is all about. All good companies have a cause. If you don't have a cause, Apple, Amazon, Subway started with $1,000. Their cause was to bring fresh food. So everybody has a cause, and I want you to watch in your back office probably later this week. There's a new video coming out from Michael on why Trivita. I have seen it. It's absolutely fabulous, and it really is important to really emphasize why a cause is so important. And our cause, of course, is creating wellness. So on the second slide that we've got here, I heard a statement. I don't know where I heard this from many years ago, but I heard money follows a good idea. I like that one. And I know that's true, but you know, the idea was it follows a good idea or it follows a cause to follow up on our theme. So what is the cause again? Well, people experiencing wellness reciprocated with money and what money can't buy. That's a quote by our CEO, Michael Ellison. That's really what Trivita is about. Our goal has always been that. Why is this so important? Well, I just want to mention a couple of things of why the cause and why wellness is so important. There are about 69 million healthcare workers in Canada and the United States. Friends, they desperately need our assistance. Why do I say that? Well, when I've done some research here, and I quote what I'm learning in my research, American and Canadian healthcare is in a crisis. For example, 2 points. Number one, the USA healthcare costs this year will be about $3.2 trillion, which is about 18% of the gross domestic product. Incredible. Or about $10,000 per person, percent of GDP. In Canada, a lot less population, of course, it is about $250 billion and 11.5% of GDP, with about $6,600 per person. And then 201 was a bit of our cause of bringing physical, emotional, spiritual, financial health, I believe, is more important than we've ever had in the history of our company. The next slide, continuing the theme on the cause. Our cause is to inspire people to experience wellness and create wealth for their life purposes. That's our goal. And of course, with the new business model, with the customers, and we're going to hear a very exciting story tonight. Every business needs customers, and no one does it better in our business than Trivita. The last slide that I want to share with before I bring Garth on to introduce our special guest, here is the other fact that I really believe in from my years of experience. This principle is true whether it's a marriage or family, creating a community around a mission. Dr. Phil said, if you build a relationship with an individual or group by recognizing them and teaching them to value themselves as an individual or group, they will follow you everywhere. I want you to know, as your presidential director, that that is our goal. We want to value you. We want to establish relationships with you. And we also want you to, I also want you to encourage to establish relationships with your customers. Because you see, the Myo Health infomercial, very successful, but there's two more coming, folks. There's the brain one, which will be later this year, and then the new Nopalea. So we've got coming, and we know already from our research, and I know Garth might mention this, is that you know, some of your Myo Health customers, as soon as they see the brain, they're going to order the brain product. Well, that's money in your pocket. So this whole customer relationship, even though the company sends out catalogs and they send out direct mail and they send out emails, nothing will replace a personal relationship. The better the relationship, the more successful you will be. And so this is what our training is about. This is our goals. This is what we're trying to accomplish. Yes, we do want you to make a very successful business and make a lot of money, but the cause is first. I really believe that. Relationships are first, and as a friend of mine, I don't know who said this, but I remember hearing this years ago, money always follows a great cause. So with that, I'm going to turn over to Garth, who's going to introduce our special guest tonight. Garth, take it away.
Thanks, Barry. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm very excited to bring Greg on. And Greg, for some of you, is familiar. He's been around Trivita for a bit, but has recently made kind of a new, deeper level of goals surrounding that. So we're going to talk about that. So Greg Charenduke, ITBO and author of The Real Me. Greg? Welcome to the call. It's great to have you.
Oh, thanks, Garth. Like I'm part of the community. So I don't feel like a guest anymore. I feel like I'm part of the team and part of the GLB team. So thank you for that warm welcome.
You bet. And you very much are part of the team. So before we get into kind of some of your Trivita goals, you recently wrote this book, The Real Me, and I've read it. It's fantastic. Seeking life purpose brings so many benefits and clarity and focus. So is that one of the real reasons you wrote this book, is to help people figure out their life purpose?
Yeah, absolutely, Garth. You know, the statistics are, I mean, we could talk for a long time on this topic, but 86% of people, so 8.6 out of 10 people do not know their life purpose and don't have a cause, but are looking for a cause, looking for a purpose, but more even than that, they're looking for people to come alongside of them, and they're looking for community to join that with people that have strong purpose and strong cause.
Kind of what Barry was talking about building a community and coming around that. So that's kind of what we're doing here, right, with GLB and these calls, is building a community with the cause and purposes of why we're doing this.
Exactly, Garth. And, you know, so many times we hear that people are self-made, but that's the biggest myth going, because anyone that has any level of success is part of a strong community that has strong cause, which we see in Trivita. And that's what really attracted me, you know, late of the last 6 months, to really dig into Trivita and build a local and a global business with.
Okay, so let's dig into that. So I've got three questions for Greg tonight, and that's the first one, Greg, is sort of what, I mean, you've been around Trivita for a while, but you really, like you said, you've reevaluated where it's going, and why did Trivita appeal to you, and what were some of the things?
Yeah, well, you know, that's a loaded question and a great question. And, you know, I've been around Trivita, Garth. I think we met April 2014, so we're going on 4 years. And, you know, I've been watching Trivita. I've been using the products. My family's been using the products. Pricing Then I tried the MyoHealth, and I had a knee injury. And almost immediately, I felt the MyoHealth helping my knee injury, which nothing prior to that. So that was kind of the first tenor of me having a look. I've been in the industry 26 years. I've held with one company aside from Trivita, held the top triple diamond position. I've been in senior executive position with that company. And, honestly, Garth, I have not seen anything in the marketplace with the customer acquisition program and the generous compensation plan. Nothing in the industry that I've seen. And that was interesting. Yeah, you go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, it's interesting. I just want to pick up a couple of things that you said there. And because I want to get into the sort of the compensation plan and some of the business side of it, but it was pretty fascinating, your comments that sort of the wellness experience was a pretty key factor in that, and that fact that Trivita is such a wellness-focused company, really, that's an exciting sort of connection point, and you hear that over and over again, but it kind of reaffirmed and confirmed to you the business direction as well, didn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, really, without the product, there's a lot of opportunities out there. And I think that's the demise of our industry, is that people put the opportunity primary and the product secondary, when one of the things that I've seen about Trivita that I love is the product is the lead, and then the opportunity is an option. I love that combination because everyone needs health and wellness.
Yeah.
And my wife, if I can just share a story with you, my wife always says, we're out of B12, we're out of this, we're out of that. When are you going to place another order? So she's on me all the time. That's a testimony to the product.
It is. Well, my wife had the same conversation with me this morning. We were out of B12.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so all of that sort of led into kind of what, let's move into sort of the second question here then, is then you began to set some goals and kind of, so take us from looking at it from the business side point and some of the goals that you've set with the opportunity that is laid before us. Talk about that.
Well, the primary goal, I've set a goal to reach the presidential director position by October 1st, 2019. So that's an 18-month goal. And I really believe in this industry is setting a goal for the position you want and then and reverse engineering it. So I want to go to presidential director October 1st, 2019. When am I going to go to the next level that I'm at now? Right? So for me, it's all about the rank advancement within the compensation. When I finally realized the presidential director, it's not necessarily about the position, it's about how many people that I've helped, how many people that I've helped go through the marketing plan or the compensation plan. So the goal of attaining a position in the compensation plan, I believe, is critical to build your business,
because it's laid out measuring sticks and the targets that we need to hit, right? How else do we measure? I mean, like you said, you've set your goal presidential in 18 months, which is a fantastic goal, by the way. But this is your roadmap to see how you're progressing along. That's all it is, really, right? If you're still want to be presidential 18 months and you haven't advanced in the rank, then you got to go back and kind of check out what's not working and make some adjustments.
Exactly. And then I have to be cognizant of building 3 strong legs to go to presidential director. So immediately my radar is, okay, who is my first business builder? Who is my business builder in my second line, my third line? So when you start setting those goals, you start to think like a business owner. And that is crucial.
That's good. obviously I talk with Greg regularly, but he began a couple of weeks back with a business accelerator pack, and you've been watching that, Greg. There's been some kind of fun things that have developed in that pack, hasn't there? Do you want to share that?
Yeah. Well, just to be conscious of the time, there's one particular fellow purchased over $600 of MyoHealth in the first 12 days of being a co-op. And I've reached out to him. I didn't get an opportunity to speak with him yet, but I will, to find out. So that's part of your co-op. But $600, if I can just be really quick with this, when you look at $40 return on just one co-op, the one co-op lead.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's pretty amazing. Yeah, it is amazing. And you've shown me your 25, and there's a good number of people on auto ships and people ordering. And so the consistency of the names and the consistency of what we're seeing for many different people is really quite exciting. These are customers that do buy and reuse the product. So it's really cool that you're seeing that as well.
Yeah. And that's huge.
Okay.
Because in the industry, Garth, just quickly, in the industry, when a lot of the other companies is when the opportunity dies, the lack of product consumption dies as well. Whereas the Trivita baseline, the Trivita Foundation have a cause to improve their health and wellness. And that's critical. Sometimes we talk about it, but that is the core of business building with Trivita, the value on the health and wellness cause.
Well said. Well said. Okay, well, the third question is we've kind of been sort of additional as you sort of created your pathway and your plans here. How does this work, or what gets you excited? I think you touched on it a little bit at the beginning. I kind of interrupted you, but I don't think we can say enough about how unique this opportunity is with the customer acquisition.
Very unique. And I've been in business for 26 years. And the difficulty to get a buying customer, Garth, is very underestimated. And normally in this industry, and a lot of industries, but let's talk about this industry, people get excited for about 180 days, and then they're looking for the next shiny object. If I start as a new ITBO today, the executive builder pack, I can be earning income tomorrow, literally, and paid out weekly. So you take that whole 180-day cycle and you just wipe it out, because people literally, and this isn't just hype and promotion. The first week I got my accelerator pack, I got a weekly commission. So it is real, and that's what excites me about it, because we do need to promote the opportunity. However, the promotion matches the ability for it to earn an impact people's health and wellness immediately, and very different.
Yeah, because what you're saying is, there's a lot of good products out there, but really a lot of the opportunities are just impacting people wanting to build a business. I mean, we have the confidence that A, these are real customers, but B, they are improving their wellness, and that when they improve their wellness, their loyalty, that we can actually be proud of and excited about that. We're earning a business, but we're also impacting lives by co-oping with the company in this. Like, it's really, it is really a unique model and a unique thing, and that's kind of what you're saying, right?
Absolutely. And Barry put it really well, and we've been talking about it around the table, so to speak. It's the next generation business model, or the next generation opportunity, and it really is that, Garth, because you can start with Trivita today, start getting health and wellness benefits, and start earning tomorrow if they decide to. And with the latest statistic is 72%. 7 out of 10 people want to start their own business, and 86% know their life purpose. So you've got those kind of statistics. Our opportunity, we just have to have the communication with them that this opportunity can work for them. And that's what excites me, Garth, right? Is impacting people's lives in a positive way, but we need a vehicle. We need a vehicle.
Right. So you are obviously convinced that this is the vehicle, and you're taking actions, you've set goals. What are some of your other upcoming steps or activities that you're doing, just sort of to give people some ideas or some, a little bit of training on sort of making a plan and being a bit more systems to sort of wrap up this little segment?
Sure. It is activity planning. Everything happens on an action. We can stay on a conference call, we can talk about how great the opportunity is, but setting the goal for rank advancement and what action do I need to take. The other activity is how many co-op leads am I going to commit to per month? By hook or by crook, is that 1, is that 5, is that 10, is it 12 goals, Garth? The key to goal setting isn't to figure out how that's going to happen. The key to goal setting is commit to it, verbalize it, be accountable to others, the GLB team, and then the law of attraction starts to go to work for you. So the key here is to set the goal and not try to figure out how you're going to attain it yet, but what goal can you really put into your belief system and go after and create action for it? Because the action you're doing now isn't getting you to that goal. So the first step is the goal setting on my own health and wellness and my business building goals. And that's for another day, right? So goals are the core. Goals are the core.
That's good. Well, we will do a future training on that, but I wanted to sort of bring it back around for that, because really ultimately that's we are well past the stage where we're seeing if the Mayo Health co-op names are performing. We know the opportunity is there. We know the compensation. All those pieces are there. So we really are at the goal setting stage. And so I'm glad that you could come on, Greg, encourage us in that, encourage us in your goals, and encourage us in some of the findings that you're having. And just, from your wisdom and experience in it, I greatly appreciate you sharing this. And I get to work with you on a regular basis. So it's a great pleasure of mine. So I appreciate it, Greg. Thanks for joining us. Any closing comments you want to give to anyone?
Just thanks for your kind words, Garth. And it's just a real honor and privilege to be serving the GLB team and being a part of the GLB team. And I've said this to you before, but I haven't been this excited about an opportunity for a very, very long time. So I'm looking to the future. I'm looking forward to the future, and I'm looking forward to them.
That's good. Well, we will be talking soon, I'm sure, on calls like this. So thanks, Greg. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Garth.
Okay. Before I turn the call back to Christy, I believe, to close out the call, I just wanted to update you. Greg has also been working with us in our LinkedIn profile. We've been expanding our contact base. I think we're over 1,500 names or something like that. And we are building our sort of funnel of communication, and very excited about it. We've recently on our teamglb.com site, we've upgraded. You can see a picture of it there. There's a new tab on there. It's called Team Training. And team training is where we're putting all archives of webinars and other aspects about training. So make sure you go to teamglb.com. Christy is going to be linking all our recording sites and all of that to that. But we wanted to have a common place so everyone could go and find that. teamglb.com under the team training, and there'll be archives and lots of things you can watch there. Plus, we try to keep it up to date with all the latest from Trivita as well. So it's a good resource for you and everything. So with that, thank Greg again, and thank Barry, and I'm going to turn it back to Christy.
Thanks, everybody. So just before I let you go, just want to remind you that the next training session will be Monday, May 14th, same time. And you can contact Barry at his email for further questions, comments, and we'll also be emailing you the recording of this session. For those that couldn't be here, and we'll have that available for you. So, okay. So have a great couple of weeks, guys.